YouTube, I'm back. Another video. Today I am out with two of my mentor students and we are going around 4 properties that are going to be used for supported living. I will give you a breakdown of supported living, what the legal requirements are, what the returns are when it comes to each room rented out, and what is supported living. Back in Handsworth, Tesco, picking up a little snack. Let's see what I have. Avoided all of the biscuits. We're not going down there. That's my chocolate sensor. I have no idea where I'm looking. We're having crisps. But what I want are prawn cocktail. There we go. And smoky bacon. How is there no smoky bacon? And we have found the golden oil. And here I am. I'm going to have that. What a beautiful day in Handsworth, Birmingham. Going to look at the first supported living property, 7-bedroom, which I've been offered. We have the goods secured and we're on the way to meet the landlord right now. Just viewed this property with the owner and it's laid out as a 7-bedroom with 2 bathrooms and 2 en-suites, huge kitchen and dining room. It has a huge back garden. It's absolutely massive. It's got a dormer on top that's been built, fully renovated, back to brick. He needs to finish it in his kitchen, in his bathrooms, it needs skirting board, it needs internal doors. So all the finishing touches now, all the other work's been done, and he's looking at selling it or he's looking at renting it out. Now, on this street here in Birmingham, we're in Handsworth, we have multiple HMOs for social housing, supported living. We have an emergency housing accommodation over there as well. This is a very, very popular area when it comes to government contracts, and the numbers on this don't work at what the gentleman wants. So I'm going to go back home, I'm going to put down all the figures and all the numbers, and I'm going to present it to him and I'm going to show him this is where we need to be at in order for it to work. That doesn't mean he's going to take it, I'm showing him transparency of what it is. But a great property. I didn't really get any behind the scenes footage because obviously it's somebody else's property and I never actually asked him if we could film. He probably would have said yes. But all in all, a great first viewing. What you're really looking for in these houses, if you are going to give it to supported living, is rooms above 6.5 square metres for the bedrooms. If you can get en-suites in there and still get the 6.5 square metres, which is a legal requirement, you will get a higher rent. You want to make sure that the kitchen and the communal space is a minimum of 17 square metres. You don't really want to go above 6 bedrooms if you're in an Article 4 area, because exempt is up to 6. 7, you need a licence, full planning, all that kind of stuff. And it just becomes a bit of a nightmare even if you give it to a housing association and it's past the 6-bedroom mark. So a little few golden nuggets there for you guys. Let me just explain the importance of supported living in the country. We have people who have certain needs. So we have people who suffer with anything to do with alcohol, mental health, drugs, coming through the care system, abuse, etc., etc. And they need these types of properties. Now, everybody gives supported living a bad name because of HMOs, houses of multiple occupancy. But if you get the right provider who understands how to place the correct people in the correct properties, it doesn't become a problem on society. If you stick 6 people who suffer with drug abuse in a property, what do you think is going to happen? Now, mixing and matching is not the way forward. It's understanding the person, understanding the person's needs, understanding the person's history, and then placing them into a 4, 5, 6-bedroom HMO where they can get the help that's actually needed, the correct support, supported living, the correct advice, support from a support worker and a housing association that actually wants to help and isn't just out there trying to manipulate the system to make as much money as possible. That's why I work with the housing associations and the RSLs that I work with, because I know the owners, I know what their morals and ethics are, and the last thing I want to do is stick 6 people in a property where all hell breaks loose, commotion is 24 hours a day, and even the neighbours around the area start getting affected by what's going on in that property. So there's a lot more to supported living than just the money. In here, come closer. This room is actually 6.35 square meters, so it's 0.15 short of the legal requirement. It will not pass. There's nothing you can do. There's no conversation you can have. It doesn't meet the requirements, so you lose between £400 and £600 on the property because this room is 0.15 short. Now, the alternative is to knock this wall out and stay there. Extend it into here by about that much in order to meet the requirements. That is the alternative. Is it a brick wall? Is it a stud wall? Because it makes a difference on cost. Third property. This one's tenanted. No behind the scenes. No cameras allowed. Am I allowed in? Of course I am. Of course I am. Yeah, so he gets them from agents, and then
so they're all to be rented.
Yeah, so what he does is he gets them, he does a deal on the price, gets them at a cheaper rent than what they would be on the residential market. So let's say this one is 1,300 quid. He'll get it for say 11 on a 5-year term, and then he'll rent it out for 16, 17, 18, 1900, 200, 2000, and he'll make the markup in the middle.
Right.
You only need what? 5?
Yeah, that's what I mean,
5 of them at 500 quid profit each one, 30 grand a year.
That don't mean.
Yeah. Let me round up the 4 viewings that I did yesterday. All landlords want to sell. All landlords are offering to give me full control of the properties in order to use them for supported living. Now, I'm not a big fan of rent to rent, as you all know this, but I'm a big fan of making money because we need to make money. It's what we set out to do, it's business. Now, we have had a lot of feedback from this supported living. I have an online masterclass coming out, I have an in-person for 10 people coming out, that's for my community. People are really interested in it. It's an unbelievable strategy. It gets you out of the terrible, terrible residential market that's available on the market today for people, where you're doing your average buy-to-lets. Horrendous strategy. I've done it for 11 years. Never, ever, 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 ever going back into private rentals ever again in my entire career in this property industry. Quick update on life. My earn and learn partners are finally getting sorted and rectified. I'm still standing, I'm still here. Everything will move forwards accordingly. And I'm at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Balfour today on a summer's day, speaking to some people, having some really good conversations and moving forwards in a really happy manner. My community is flying, the property educator is there. I am now the governing body of the property social media world, the SHBD. So anybody who's in property on social media and they're putting out education, information, reels, showing their breakdown of their latest developments, I am now in charge of deciding whether it's all real and if they're telling the truth. If you send me in what you want me to break down, courses, properties, education, I will break it down and give you 11 years worth of experience as to whether they are telling the truth or whether they are full of shit. It took me a long time to get this governing body up and running, but the SHBD is there and it's there for your protection. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of bad choices, so I am definitely well equipped to give the right information, guys. Someone's teeing off just over there on the first hole, and his mate has just literally wailed it down, and he looks, there, did you hear that? Wasn't good, sliced it, not great. I am like a professional golfer. But guys, I'll be back on Sunday with another vlog. You guys let me know what you want to see. Comment below who you want me to review, who gets the stamp of approval from a SHBD, who gets the your shit. Let me know, and I'll see you guys soon.